Hello everyone, welcome to our video tutorial about rank. In this tutorial, you will learn how to use the rank function to grade some individuals. So to follow this tutorial, you can pause this video and type in some content just like the one you see on my screen. Sometimes you may want to find out the best students in your class. Then this means that for you to find out the best student in the class using the content you may be having in your worksheet, just like this one, it means that you have to use this rank function in order to rank those students based on the numbers in the list. So in this tutorial, we are going to work with this rank function. However, before we start working with the rank function, we want to get the total of these results. Then we shall base our rank from this total that we shall get later on. And to begin, let's first have a look at the rank function syntax that I've prepared in my sheet 2. So this is the syntax for the rank function. So let us go through this rank function. Like any other function, the rank function syntax also starts with an equal sign, then the name of the function, which is rank. Then looking at this area where we say number, this is the number whose rank you want to find out. But when you're inserting this number, you don't use the values, but rather the cell address where that number is found. Just like we can see here, if it is this number 23, you will not type 23 here, but you put the cell address. Then with ref is reference to the cells you are to work with. So which cells are you going to work with while ranking this number you have put here? And then lastly, we have this one of order, which is also part of this syntax. So with order, you may decide to rank your students or the numbers based on a given order, and this order can be ascending or descending order. So if it is a 0, then it means that the list will be ranked by the program in a descending order. Then if it is 1 or any non-zero value, so it can be 1, it can be 2, 3, 9. So if it is a non-zero value under order, it means that rank will be done in an ascending order. So you specify the number, then you put the reference to the cells that you are working with, then you give the order which you want to rank or sort your list. So if we are to write the function, then we would start with an equal sign, then the rank, then put the number you are ranking, then you specify the reference or the list of cells you are to work with. But most importantly, when we are working with this rank function, you have to use the absolute cell reference. That's why we see these dollar signs in these cell addresses. So after putting this number, you put the reference just as we have looked at it up here. So in this example, we are saying B2, which is this cell. Then from this very cell, we are ranking this number starting from that very number which is in cell B2. That's why we have this cell B2 and it is absolute. Then to cell B5, which is this cell B5. So we are ranking this cell B2 starting from that very cell B2 up to cell B5, but when it is absolute or fixed, and the order is 0. We have said that if it is 0, then it means the ranking will be done in descending order. Then if it is 1, then the ranking will be done in ascending order. But we should not forget to fix these cells here and we make them absolute. Now that we have got how to write the function for this rank, we can go back to our sheet 1. From our sheet 1, we are going to start by adding or calculating this total for these results. So we shall click in this cell below total, then we click on this auto sum feature so that we can calculate these cells. After we press the enter key, we use our fill handle feature to fill the formulas in these different cells and we get them calculated. So this is the total we have got for these different individuals from different subjects. So we would like to use this column for total to rank these students that we have on our worksheet. So to begin, we are going to click in this cell which is below the rank. Now from this cell to rank this student, we shall go and use this formulas tab. Then we use this insert function assistant. Then from that insert function assistant, we are taken to this dialog box for insert function. Then we have to look for the rank function. If it is not there, we are just going to delete this information, then we search for rank. So we type rank and click on go, then we are taken to rank. And we can see the description below here and also the syntax there. Then we say yes, this is what we want to do. We click on OK. When we click on OK, we are taken to the function arguments dialog box where we can now specify our number in this field. We specify the reference in this field, then the order in this field. So for our example, the number we are ranking is in this cell, which is cell I3. So we shall just click on cell I3. That is after you have selected this field for number. Then you say we are working with this cell I3. And also the value in that cell will be displayed for you. Then next is to click in the ref field, so that we can specify the reference to the cells that we would like to work with while ranking this number. So that means we shall specify that we are starting from this very number up to the last number. So we have to show that cell address in this field. So we shall click, hold, then we select up to the last cell. Then after we release. So when we release, this is not all we have to do. Now we have to make these cells absolute, or we have to fix these cells. So to fix these cells, we shall first of all click in this first cell address, which is I3. So when we click on it, on our keyboard, we now have to insert the dollar signs. We shall just look on the function keys. Then we press that key which has F4. So when we press on it, then that cell will automatically get the dollar signs. Then we also have to make this cell absolute. So we shall click on that cell. Then we make it also absolute by pressing on the F4. So when we press on the F4, this cell address is also fixed now, as we can see the $sign. So the same is also happening from our worksheet, and we can also see what is on the formula bar. Now our next step is to show the order. If we decide and we leave this area empty, it means that we are going to get our rank done in a descending order. If we put a 1 or a non-zero value, it means that we are going to do it in an ascending order. So to do it in a descending order, we can either leave it empty, but also we can put a 0. So we first put a 0. So when we type a 0, then we shall now go and click on OK. So when we click on OK, this rank function has done the ranking and has found out that this individual having 450, or this value, is third on the ranking based on a descending order. So let's find out how these other individuals are ranked. So to do that, we shall use the fill handle feature. Click, hold, then fill the formulas to other cells, then we release. Now we can see all other individuals have now been ranked. So let's try to rank basing on ascending order, and to do that we are going to clear these formulas from our cells by right clicking, then selecting clear contents. So now we have our contents cleared. I'm going to select this first cell so that we can perform our ranking. Then I go to the insert function assistant. From the insert function assistant, we already have our rank selected. Then we shall click on OK. Then from our number field, we are going to specify the cell that we want to rank. So that is cell I3. I will click on it. We shall see the value again displayed for us. Then we go ahead and insert the reference of the cells that we would like to work with. So we click on the ref field. After clicking, we have to go into our worksheet and specify those cells that we are working with. So after specifying, we have to again make sure that these cell addresses are absolute, that is by inserting the $sign. And to insert the $sign, we shall click on the first cell address, which is I3. Then on the keyboard, we press the function key with F4. Then we shall have our cell fixed. Then we do the same to cell I9. We fix it by pressing on the F4 key. Then we also have it now fixed. Now we can specify our order. We click in the field and put a 1. Then after, we go ahead and click on OK. After clicking OK, now we can see this value was in the third position when we performed ranking in descending order, but now in ascending order we are seeing it taking the 5th position. Let's fill now the formula to different cells and we see how they are ranked. So we shall use the fill handle, click, hold, then fill the formulas. Then here we have our results. When we performed ranking in descending order, this value was taking the first position, but now we can see it taking the 7th position, which is the last one. Then this one was taking the last position, but now we can see it coming as the first value from this list that is sorted. So that's how we can perform ranking in spreadsheet. Hope you found this video tutorial useful to you. That's it for now. See you in our next tutorial.